Welcome to Real Life Investing. This is Al getting in contact with you guys about Say. You know what? I'm glad I waited. Now we're at an opportune time where Say is right below 30 cents. To be honest with you, this is a great time in the market because of the fact that we're getting a last chance at least to get our toe, how can I say, dip our toe in everything, try to scoop up some more items, get some more dollar cost averaging in. But remember, whatever we say on the channel is not financial advice. However, if you like what you see today, just ask you to like and subscribe to us. We are growing, and we would ask you to grow with us. So let's go ahead and look at Say right now. Say is down about 4.5%. On the 7 day, Say it has been down 8%. Let's see what's going on for the month. For the month, Say is down about 9%. For the year, Say is down 25%. So all of this is really good on our part. Yeah, on the overall, it's up like 3,500%. But just saying, for right now, it is down. But that gives us the opportunity to dollar cost average in. And let's see what the all-time high for Say was. All-time high was $1.14. So we are looking at a 4x just to get to the all-time high that's already taken place. Now, you got to understand that Say has not seen a, I'm going to say a bull market yet either, as far as a big one or one at all. Actually, it's fairly new as far as like the overall. So we have to understand that Say is really just getting its feet wet, so to speak. This is really going to be good for us. So let's go ahead and move a little bit further. Looking in, we noticed that fear and greed is at about 47. Altcoin season is kind of down a little bit to 63 out of 100. Let's see. The market cap itself is at 3.88 trillion. A lot of things are falling a little bit further, but that's okay. They're really not falling that far. Like Bitcoin, for instance, at 112,000. Ethereum is still over 4,000 at like 4,100, almost 4,200. One of the things I want you to know is notice BNB is still basically about 1,000. Solana's about the same price. Avalanche is still like $33. So nothing, I mean, like, even though there's some things that are going down a little bit and the market overall is down a little bit, there are a lot of coins that are not really suffering at all. So keep that in mind, guys, and understand that what we're dealing with right now is maybe one of our last opportunities. Not sure it's going to be a last opportunity. Might be a few months. You never know. But it's a great opportunity to be able to DCA in. So keep that in mind and make sure that you do what you need to do accordingly. Now let's go to the Bitcoin dominance, which is going to be at 57.8%. Ethereum at what's 13% as well. Others are going to be at what 29.2%. So we're looking pretty good overall at the market. Let's go straight into Say. As far as like, let's go to the X site, formerly known as Twitter. And we see right here, talking about the fastest layer one blockchain, high performance rails for digital asset markets, endorsement accounts, etc. In other words, Say is really doing very well. The speed, there is a need for speed. So right here we have Chainlink data streams. We have PayPal's native stablecoin, institutional grade custody, the preferred settlement layer for global finance. This is all about Say. So look very carefully. You'll see right here what you got: your PayPal here, you got your Chainlink here, you got your crypto.com right here. We'll talk about that in a little while. And you got your Say right here as well. So it's a great week to use Say, absolutely. And so let's keep it moving a little bit. Markets move faster on Say. And so let's see. PayPal's native stable coin, Wall Street grade infrastructure, and an evolving DeFi ecosystem. Week by week, institutions and capital markets are converging on Say, the preferred settlement layer for global finance. The Say is so fast as far as being a part of that Ethereum virtual machine that Say is really starting to see a lot of movement. So let's go ahead and look right here. A little bit more information as well. It says Say's DeFi ecosystem grew 68% in Q2 alone, reaching all-time highs of 600 million plus in total value locked. So this is crazy good. Protocols like Yay Finance, Sailor, and Takara are driving on chain momentum, showing how quickly capital markets scale on frictionless rails like Say. Markets move faster on Say, and this is for certain. So just a heads up on that. State of Say, everything's looking really good. Just just about now. Just gonna say that for certain. So crypto.com and say we're gonna read more about that in just a moment as well. Uh, let's go to the website. Notice right here the fastest layer one EVM blockchain. A lot of things we have that are going to be built on say here. A lot of backers says backed by leading institutions. We got Coinbase, we got Circle, Jump, Multicoin Capital, GSR, and HRT. So just really going to be amazing as far as what Say is doing currently. Well, it already is amazing. So go ahead right here. You see the 400 MS, I think it's microseconds, time to finality, or is that milliseconds? Anyway, it's going to be small. We got the 5 gigagas per second here, and we got the full, no, let's see, what is this? 200,000 transactions per second. Now, this is very impressive. Breakthrough infrastructure parallelized runtime. In other words, build on the fastest EVM blockchain, Ethereum virtual machine blockchain. Say is impressive, and it's going to be ever the more impressive. Let's see, what is this? Ecosystem Hub, next generation apps are going to be on Say. In other words, those really quick and powerful apps. Let's see, Azos Network, Alchemy Pay. Let me see if there's a lot more here. So just looking at all the apps that are going to be built, Arcade Academy gaming browser. A lot of games are starting to develop on Say as well. Artemis, Aura, Babylon. So I would say because of its speed, yeah, here's Binance Wallet. Because of its speed, Say is really getting a lot of gameplay, and the gaming community is really flocking to certain games, and I can say is definitely seeing some, how can I say, great work here. Here's Coinbase Custody, Coinbase Wallet, CoinGecko, CoinMarket. Say is really expanding out. The ecosystem for Say is very huge. I notice I've been clicking. After all this clicking, I'm just in the D's as far as like parts of the ecosystem for Say. So we're definitely not going to be able to talk about everything, but I just want to give you a little heads up on how far they're branching out. Let's just go ahead and look. Got a lot of institutions. New frontier for financial institutions, what Say can do, and what they can do on Say. Invisible hand of DeFi. Let's see, SDF manifesto, innovation on the endless frontier, Say development foundation. So in other words, if you have something that you can build on Say with, Say will actually work with you on that. Just to let you know, there is a foundation to support your platform. Say Labs publishes a white paper for Say Giga. Let's see. So it's a lot of great things going on. Jamie Finn is a strategic advisor for the Say Development Foundation that we're talking about. Say Development Foundation, a US-based nonprofit focused on the advancement and adoption of open source protocols like Say, announced, let's see, Securitize co-founder Jamie Finn has joined as a strategic advisor. So there's a lot of great things that are happening on the network. I'm sure it's a ton of Say research. Say Research Initiative, they got a lot of articles here as well. So in other words, these guys are busy at work. They're busy building, and awesome. Could be a part of it if you like. This is a little bit of information from Brave New Coin. Say crypto TVL surges 68% in quarter two, hitting 609 million. I guess would be a little bit more exact as DeFi momentum builds. Guys, one of the things I want to say real quick is that just because you see the market going down a little bit immediately after the FOMC meeting and the 25 basis point rate cut, I want you to understand one thing, and this is going to sound maybe a little bit different from, well, I want to say different, but it's going to sound a little bit, the best way I can say is different for right now. Whether the economy is good or not doesn't really matter. What's going to matter is the liquidity that's going to be released in the markets. And whether the market goes well as far as like jobs and things of that nature is not going to determine anything to do with the market. Let's hypothetically, let's say we were to have a recession. If we were to have a recession, there have been oodles of recessions where the stock market or other markets like the crypto market would have just gone up anyway. And I want everybody to understand that we're not worried about that. That's not even got anything to do with what we're doing. So you got to understand that what we wanted is what we got. We got liquidity in the markets. So it's just a matter of time that certain investors and certain institutions and certain whales, let's be honest, release that money. So as soon as they release the money, a lot of these coins are going to start skyrocketing. It's just up to us to make sure we're in position because we don't know whether it's going to happen in September, October, November. We don't know. We have no crystal ball. But what we do have is common sense to see that SAY is going to be moving. This thing is really building and growing and developing. And the way it's moving, we just got to be a part of we got to be on the boat when this thing takes off. Just saying. And we got to be in the ship when this thing takes off. Let's make sure that we're there. Crypto.com right here enables integration with SAY to provide institutional custody for digital assets. Crypto.com has announced a strategic integration with SAY, high performance layer 1 blockchain designed for digital asset markets. We already know about that. Unveiled, September 19th. This partnership includes, how can I say, institutional grade custody solutions for SAY's native SAY token, addressing a need for secure asset management in fast-paced ecosystems. So what we're dealing with here, guys, is an opportunity that we've never seen before. SAY is getting new partners like Crypto.com, and Crypto.com, as we know, is not going anywhere but up. So just saying. Let's go a little bit further. I think I got one more thing I want to talk about. This is a nice little article from the Tradable. It says SAY price prediction breakout setup targets. This is like 49 cents, basically 50 cents, but right at the 49. It says SAY is hovering around the 29 inside a classic symmetrical triangle pattern with technical signals pointing to a potential 70% rally if the breakout materializes. So we know that breakout will eventually come out. Let's see, what is this? SAY has been caught in the tightening price range for weeks. Usually when things get interesting, the token is trading near 29 cents, right at a critical support level that could determine whether we see a breakout or breakdown. So right here, this is the triangle that they're talking about. I would say it looks really good to me. So, yep. And so what we want to do is keep this in mind as SAY continues to build, and we want to make sure that we're there for the actual jump when it occurs. So just keep that in mind, guys, as we look for SAY to develop. Now, let's go back to our original parts here. See if we can get that out of the way. Yeah. But anyways, guys, just talking about SAY and seeing how well it's doing. I think we all understand that this is nothing but a slight slowdown that we're seeing. But currently, what we want to do is get in here. If you don't already have a good dollar cost average for SAY, and I would say that is like somewhere in the 20s or below, You need to start scooping that up a little bit. Make sure you got this underway. And though for those of you who have not invested in Say, I would say this is a great one to get into. I would I would buy it around the 20s. No, how can I say no higher than that? But that's my personal opinion, not financial advice. Say is going to be a big time winner, and we all know that it's going to go up at least 4x from here. One of the things I can say about Say is going to be the fastest. Well, it is the fastest moving Ethereum virtual machine blockchain, and probably sometime soon, hopefully, it will be one of the fastest, how can I say, moving coins on the price list. This is Al with Real Life Investing. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Please share, like, comment, and subscribe to Real Life Investing. And thank you for watching.